you will prove it to yourself. Just the fact that you didn't quit. Just the fact that you didn't give up. But if you ever quit or get discouraged, that's the time when you go into like beast mode, bro. Whenever someone says something negative or a comment that you don't like, that's when you go into beast mode. Just put it into the reserves, you know, keep that comment in the bank, and just know that, all right, you still got work to do. And it's absolutely, you know, nothing wrong with being discouraged every now and then or listening to what someone has to say. But it is something 100% wrong with not proving to yourself that you are as good as you claim to be, because no one else is going to do hard work for you. No one else is going to, you know, believe in you for you. And I think I said that before in the past, Gems in Gaming. You got to believe in yourself first and foremost, plain and simple. Thanks for tuning in to my gaming podcast, Gems in Gaming, where I play various games and tell different stories about my life, experiences, wisdom, anything to help inspire and encourage others. You were born with the ability to change someone's life, and you should never waste it. If you enjoy, please like, comment, or subscribe. Alright, yo, what's going on, y'all? So, I gotta make today's Gems in Gaming fairly quick. I got a doctor's appointment I gotta run to, and I'm uploading this mad late. You know, I normally upload on the weekends, but gotta upload during a weekday. But I'm working on staying consistent, so you know, let's make sure that we stay on track. But look, I'm gonna make this quick and be as, I want to say, as direct as possible, since I don't have that much time. But today's Gems in Gaming is prove it to yourself, man. Prove it to yourself. So y'all know, or if you don't know, I'm an entrepreneur. I have a business called Pitch Play Co. My business is based off workforce development and helping people become the best version of themselves throughout their career, but holistically, you know, our job really is to help you just be the best version of yourself in general. So I, as an entrepreneur, see a lot. You know, I get invited to a lot of things, very nice things. I've been invited to things way more than I ever did when I was working in corporate. Even though I was making 6 figures in corporate and I was working with a lot of VPs and directors, when I became an entrepreneur and started claiming myself as a CEO, I started working with other people who also are CEOs or, you know, executives, which is phenomenal, and I'm very grateful. But one thing I'm, you know, starting to really identify is that just because, you know, you feel like you're a CEO or you feel like an executive doesn't mean that other people are going to feel like that naturally, right? Typically when you think of a CEO, you're not really thinking of the entrepreneur who's in their beginning stages. You're thinking of the people who are in charge of Google, Twitter, you know, bigger like Fortune 500 companies. But being on this side, like, I know very well how much work and effort goes into starting a business and getting that junk off the ground, and even competing. Just the fact that I'm a full-time entrepreneur and I've been doing this for about, let me see, almost 2 years. And if you guys started watching my Gems in Gaming from the beginning, then you'll even remember when I was talking about quitting and starting my own business. So you know, now we 2 years in, it's crazy. But a lot of people don't make it even that far. You know, I remember I was at a meeting with the Atlanta Esports Alliance, and I remember one comment, and someone said, you know, just the fact that you are still doing it is impressive. And I didn't really get it at the time, but as I'm thinking on it, like, yeah, a lot of people that start a business or claim to own a business typically don't do full time. You know, they typically, you know, keep their full-time job. You know, they try to like have, I want to say like training wheels on while they become an entrepreneur, right? Which is cool, ain't nothing wrong with that, but just know it definitely ain't the same. In my opinion, it ain't the same. Or any other entrepreneur would tell you that, honestly. But I now understand what they were saying. That, you know, that's impressive. Because it takes a lot of trust in yourself and dedication and hard work to continue to put in effort every single day of your business. But because I'm doing all that and I'm putting forth the effort, nothing is more aggravating to me than, you know, than like other people who don't know how hard it is to put in that type of work and effort. It, you know, make comments or doubt you just because you're not what they view in their head as, you know, the guy at the top of Google or something like that. You know, in their head, you're not the one. You know what I mean? Like, that's how a lot of people think of it. But even though it's a little frustrating and it's not fun to receive that criticism for people that I personally don't feel like are putting forth any sorry, I got distracted for a second, but putting forth like the same amount of effort, I say, that I feel like I'm putting in. What? You know, I have to keep in mind, like, not everyone is. I'll just use an example. Like, I'm a huge NBA fan, and I know a lot of people are also huge NBA fans. All right, and I know a lot of people will watch the NBA, and they'll like judge like someone that's an athlete who's been doing it forever, or been putting in work, you know, in their field forever, and, you know, not put in any effort, never step foot on the basketball floor, never do anything of even remotely close as difficult. And so I guess I'm just not getting healed, bro. What's going on? And they won't even try, matter of fact. Not just that they've never done it, they won't even try to do it. They won't wake up every day and practice or do anything remotely close to what the person they're judging does. And alright. And we get so like caught up on, or at least I definitely was getting caught up on the opinion of people who don't matter. And instead of just worrying about, you know, what do I think, and how much effort am I gonna put in? You know, I need to prove to myself that I am the CEO that I think that I am, not what other people think. You know, not what X, Y, and Z thinks, just because, yo, come on, bro. You know, just because they're making comments or just because they're, you know, voicing their opinion on my success or status, like, bro, that matters not. Like, the only person that matters in terms of your own success is you. Straight up. Straight up, man. That's the realest thing I can ever tell you. Like, prove it to yourself that you the man, or that you the woman, or that you the girl, or that you a boss, or whatever the case is. That's one thing that I've just like learned from dealing with people is like, or I've learned from like trying to, you know, be the person that I think, you know, turn into the man that I know that I am. Like, I've learned to just prove it to myself. Straight up. Like, I learned to just prove it to myself. That's as plain and simple as I can like tell you. It's like, you know, prove it to yourself. And once you prove it to your, you know, or once you prove it to yourself, or once you keep putting in the effort, you will prove it to yourself. Just the fact that you didn't quit. It's the fact that you didn't give up. But if you ever quit or get discouraged, that's the time when you go into like beast mode, bro. Whenever someone says something negative or a comment that you don't like, that's when you go into beast mode. Just put it into the reserves, you know, keep that comment in the bank, and just know that, all right, you still got work to do. And it's absolutely, you know, nothing wrong with being discouraged every now and then or listening to what someone has to say. But it is something 100% wrong with not proving to yourself that you are as good as you claim to be. Because no one else is going to do hard work for you. No one else is going to, you know, believe in you for you. And I think I said that before in the past, Kingcayne. You got to believe in yourself first and foremost, plain and simple. Plain and simple. And I'm, you know, I just got off a call where, you know, I'm trying to get some work, trying to do something, and somebody said, you know, well, we're looking for a specific type of professional to speak at this event, which is fine, right? That's totally fair. You know, have your expectations and aim for it, but I know in the back of my mind that I'm definitely more than capable and qualified of being that person. But it's not their job to believe in me. It's my job to believe in me. So I got to prove to myself that I'm like that, you know, if I really am like that. And like I said at the Atlanta Esports Alliance, just the fact that I'm still doing it matters. You know, just the fact that I'm still aiming for it matters. And even though I didn't get it at the time, because I was looking at what they had and looking at, you know, what they were doing, I now understand that, no, they were saying good job on making it this far, because a lot of people hear those discouraging words. They quit after they don't get those opportunities. And now, you know, I see why, because sometimes it gets discouraging, but that's because they're trying to prove it to other people that they are the person that they envision to themselves, instead of trying to, or they envision themselves instead of trying to, you know, prove to themselves that they're capable of being exactly what they're proclaiming to be. And like I say, y'all know when I be done, when I do this, I probably am not as articulate as I want to be, and also I'm playing Overwatch, and someone's gonna roast the decision to use my ult in that last match on a Bastion as a wasted attempt. I'm surprised like more people don't roast my Overwatch play, but that's probably because I don't get that many views or that many comments, so you know they're probably being nice for now, which I appreciate. But yeah, y'all, I hope like my quick excerpt of you know why you should always put in the work and always keep going, and prove to yourself that if you have a goal, or if you have a dream, or if you have an aim, prove to yourself that you're, you know, as good as you believe that you are. Don't prove it to anybody else. I'm telling you, trust me, as somebody that works with people all the time, and you know, have to put everything out there, have to give it my all every single day, or we don't eat. You know, just keep up the work, keep putting in the effort, and trust me, you're gonna prove it to yourself. But make it your mission to do so. Make it your mission to do so. Y'all remember what I said last week? Talking about Napoleon Hill. What did he say? He said, you can find your greatest enemy and your best friend in the same place, right in front of the mirror. And that's real. That's real. But all right, y'all. Let me go to my doctor's appointment. Stop playing around, man. I appreciate y'all listening. I guess I'm supposed to like ask people to like, comment, or subscribe more, since I definitely don't do that. But I would appreciate it if you did, showing love and showing support. But y'all take it easy and God bless.